Welcome to Comically Comics, your one-stop listen to all things comics. We're talking books, movies, TV shows, video games, and more. I must forewarn you, though, we are a spoilercast, and what that means is we consider all properties, past, future, and present, to be valid, and we will spoil the hell out of them. I'm your host, Michael, along with my two co-hosts, Richard and Jeremy, and with all that being said, let's get started. All right, it is Sunday, February 18th, and we are back for some more Echo review. This one being episode 3, Tucklow?
Yeah.
Tucklow. Yes.
Tucklow, okay. I have to ask because, I suck at English, so yeah.
Well, throwing a whole nother language.
I guess that's not really English?
I was just about to say it's technically not English. So it's Choctaw, which, by the way, looking up like how to pronounce like certain Choctaw things, like there is like whatever. I'm going to go on a rant for just real comic-y pasta right off the bat.
Start now.
Starting out right off the bat. Like, whatever happened to Hooked on Phonics? Like, why are there no why is it so fucking hard to find like phonetically spelled things? Like when you just Google it, it's so annoying.
Why can't shit just be spelled the way it sounds? Like, why the fuck do we have to have a PH to make an F sound? We've got an F. We got a whole damn letter for it.
We have to think, honestly, you have to thank the English language for that, because we adopted so much of like, oh, we'll take a little bit of the French, we'll take a little bit of the Latin, we'll take a little bit of whatever.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's fucked up. The English language completely is fucked up.
Yes.
It really is, because like we were actually having this conversation with my wife and I were having this conversation with our kids today, because like talking about trying to learn Spanish, and my wife was like, yeah, once we learn Spanish, we can maybe just start throwing in French there, because they say like once you learn another one, like that the other ones tend to be a little bit easier. And she was like, because honestly, the rest of the languages, they all are very similar in the way that they're formed, basically, and the way that their speech is.
Right.
It's only English is that screwed up.
Right. Yeah. Like everything we do, we fuck it up.
Yep.
Yeah. Have this like nice, perfect little thing, and like, nope, we're going to make it our own and just completely destroy it.
Anyways, let's get us back on track with episode 3 here with Tucklow. So, what is y'all's whelmings with this episode?
I will say that I am pleasantly whelmed. It was a slow start to me, but then it obviously there in the middle it really picked up, and overall I enjoyed it. At least feels like we're really finally starting to get to more of the meat and potatoes of the show, it seems like. So
nice. Richard, what says you?
I was pleasantly whelmed with this episode.
Oh, that's okay. The end. All right. Good talk.
I don't really have much to say, really. I was pleasantly whelmed by this episode.
You have like 6 pages of notes every time we do this.
I know.
And we do like a page and a half, and now you're like, fuck
I know.
it.
I struggled. I struggled to type. I always type up like, I'm pleasantly whelmed or whatever because of this and this and this. And it's just like, I'm pleasantly whelmed because of action. Like that's all. Yeah, it moved the story forward by like an inch, and at the end, but like, it was just mostly this is the action episode, which I get it. Like,
yeah,
this was meant to be viewed like all at once. This was supposed to be binged, and we're doing the exact opposite by one. But anyway, I'm pleasantly whelmed. There, I got you some.
I was going to say, a lot of the times we're sitting there talking about how you just wanted to see Maya kicking ass. And so this was kind of like what I think you'd been waiting for.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, which is why I'm pleasantly whelmed. Other times I was whelmed to pleasantly whelmed. Now I'm just into pleasantly whelmed. I'm not overly whelmed because I don't know. Like, it wasn't the coolest stuff. But anyway, we'll get into it. I want to get to your whelming and then we can get into it.
Oh, I'm overly whelmed. I thought it was the coolest stuff ever. Like, I loved all the action, the fight scene, but like it was the action with Rob Zombie's Dragula playing at the same time, and so like that's what had me.
You know what? My wife and I, like at the beginning of the episode, we get the silent film part of like her ancestor, and I was telling my wife about how like Michael says this is his favorite episode. And we were like, okay, so that part comes on, and we were like, why does he like this? Because like he has to read the entire time.
I did love that. I did love the silent movie thing at the very beginning. I thought that was really cool.
I mean, it's just so damn inconsistent. It doesn't make no sense.
Because the words were slow enough to where it was like, bam. It was like, fuck, that said bam. I know exactly what that said.
Which I'll go back to that in a second. But and then the fight scene and Rob Zombie's Dracula comes on, and we were like, oh, this is why he likes it.
Yes, like the fight scene, I love how they started it with that. And then everybody's kind of like trying to figure out what's going on. And then as they go through the maze, they toned it back down, but then brought it right back up when the action kicked in. I was like, yes, because I was waiting for them to not bring it back, and I was going to be extremely disappointed by that. But that made it for me. I was good with that. So back to the beginning, though. I really enjoyed the silent movie Tucklow origin story there. I thought that was really cool, really neat, something different. And I love how they got to a point where it was a turning point in that story, and then all of a sudden audio kicked in.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah, I was going to ask. I was like, I just thought it was weird that it was a silent film up until the end, and then it wasn't. It was like, why? I was confused by that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it was just the turning point. It was like the climax of what the story was trying to get to, and then a good way of breaking you into the actual, echo story that was going to happen.
I got you.
In this episode.
Yeah. I just feel like so far that it's just, they just want to throw every kind of which way of they're doing. Like I enjoyed how they're putting the back history in there, of Choctaw and everything. But it's like they just want to come up with some new and unique way every single time to tell the story. Like it's never the same, or at least these 3 times that it's always some kind of different variation of its filming style or editing style, whatever.
Are you saying that pertaining to the ancestors, or are you saying that pertaining to like the actual way that it's presented?
Like the way it's presented.
Okay.
I mean, like, because I don't know. It just seems like they're using. I mean, like say on this one they did with the silent film type thing, but last week was more of a, I don't know. It just they seems like they're just trying to not, and it's not a bad thing. It's just they're just going in different ways of telling the story, so it just kind of keeps you on your toes a little bit.
Doing something different for each one.
Yeah.
Whereas like the first one's mythical, the second one's like a sporting event. This one's a silent movie.
Yeah. Basically.
A sporting event in 1200 AD with GoPros.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. A poor ball.
No. Yeah. I think it's just, I want to say it's like different directors, but that's what I was trying to look up currently. So it could be they just had different like creative like choices for each episode.
While you're looking that up, I'm going to go ahead and move this along a little bit. I'm going to jump, I guess, a decent amount ahead, where Maya gets kidnapped. You don't know who the kidnapper is, but the next thing you see, she's upside down in the skating rink. Why bother putting her upside down? You're just going to put her in a closet later on when she gets down. So why go to all the trouble of hanging her upside down? Why not just go ahead and put her in the closet?
I feel like it was just how the beginning of how stupid these guys are that kidnapped her. Like literally this whole thing was just how idiot, like just how dumb they were in this whole process. So it's like they put her up there, but obviously didn't do it correctly, and she just fell. So now like he's fussing at them, I guess, because she fell, and then like they decided to throw her in the closet. And then in the same thing, I like one of the things I said, like why I said they're the dumbest kidnappers is they locked her in there, untied and everything, in a whole room of tools of a trained merc, and there's a whole room of tools. You didn't think anything was going to happen.
Oh, we weren't working with the top brass here. Like, clearly. Real quick though, Michael, I'll do you one better. Why did they let her keep her leg?
No, that's a note as well. That's why would you give her shoe back? That was my other. Yeah,
just take her whole prosthetic leg, and then she's pretty much defenseless. I mean, she still could like punch you and stuff, but you've seen her without the one leg for like a hot second in the series so far, and she kind of like hobbles around. So anyway, I just was like, why would you let her keep her leg?
You're right. No, I'm with you on that. But I'm just saying, like, maybe you didn't want to take time to figure out how to take it off. Maybe you felt bad. I don't know what the case was. But at that point, the shoe had come off. And so basically she would have been like a pirate with a peg leg walking around.
Yeah.
And I feel like I would have left her like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, definitely.
Well, again, knowing that she's a trained mercenary, like she's very well known.
Right.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Well, again, I don't think we were working with a top brass because like that guy was like kept going like, "Hey, where was the money? I need to see the money before you get." Like he was very dumb in my opinion, and like to even add on to what you're saying, Jeremy. Not only is she a trained mercenary, but he knows that she killed Kingpin supposedly. Like that is no easy feat. So he should be treating her like she's like a caged animal or something.
Yeah.
That trailer park boy was just looking to get a name. Okay. That's all he was looking to do. Was just make a name for himself.
Well, he got what was coming to him.
He did.
Yes, absolutely.
And I was proud to see that, actually see it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
On this, in the, like, that was pretty gruesome. And that I was like, wow, they actually showed that.
Yeah. I made a note about that as well. My note as far as like the two women and Vicky coming in as the kidnappers, I said, most trailer park women. I just, that was the best description I could come up with, was they got the most trailer park women they could for this role.
Okay. I didn't know what you meant. Yeah. One of them was his sister, wasn't it? Because he I remember
the one that got away, the skinny one.
Yeah. Zane said something about like, yeah, the sister got away. Because I was confused the first watch around. I was like, was it Maya? I was like, did Maya just nope out?
For a second, I thought that the bigger lady, I thought she was the comedian that was in Thor: Love and Thunder that played Hela. I can't think of her name now.
Oh yeah, shoot,
Melissa
McCarthy.
That's it.
Yes, yeah. That was her for a second.
Yeah,
that'd have been great.
That would have been funny.
Yeah.
Oh, so
when she so I'm just gonna say, like, she freaking Home Alone them. She Kevin McAllistered them. She Iron Man 3'd them. she was in that little workshop, and then she made a slingshot gun or something.
It was a bearing.
Yeah,
it was bearings that she was shooting at them.
Right. Yeah. It's like it has those like spinning like wheels, and then like you put something through. I forget what that thing's called, but anyway, like we had Nerf guns that could do stuff like that back in the day. Actually, I think they still do that. Anyway, but I just thought that was really funny. I was like, this feels very Home Alone right now, which maybe is why the criminals were dumb. They're supposed to be Marv and whatever his other name is.
Yeah.
That was, I put almost as good as Tony Stark in Iron Man 3. Honestly, did she do it better than Tony Stark in this? Because I was honestly very disappointed in Tony's like gadgets that he came up with in Iron Man 3.
Really?
It was very lackluster.
It was a gun. There was like a stun like glove, and then he made bombs. So
he had the ornament he had the ornament bombs, and he had the electric glove thing. Yeah.
And then he had like a gun.
Some kind of
shooting people.
Yeah, some kind of gun thing.
So he made more.
Yeah.
He only had the gun.
I give him extra points because he made explosions, because I like explosions.
Concussive. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I thought that, Bonnie, she winds up coming in and getting captured. I thought that was a really bad time for Echo or Maya and Bonnie to catch up on what was going on.
Right.
Like, I was like, okay, y'all don't have time for this. I'm kind of with Maya on this. Like, we just need to like figure out what we're doing here first to make this out alive. Like,
when Maya gets captured and then Bonnie gets captured, almost identical. I was like, does nobody in Maya's family like fucking look at their surroundings? Because I was just like, where did this like she had to run out into a big empty like skate rink parking lot. She would have seen like another van or somebody approaching her. I get Maya because like the ancestors, which the granddad was not kidding when he was like, sometimes they'll come to you at a bad time. I'm like, boy, that's the worst time to come.
Well, I get Maya only because she couldn't hear him coming.
Oh,
like,
that's
Vicky.
No, yeah. No, I'm saying Vicky
is the one that grabbed Bonnie,
Right.
and Vicky had to have been hustling to get out there to
Right.
catch up with her. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I forgive Maya because she had like a vision from Chafa, and then she's also deaf. But like Bonnie has no excuse. There's just a wide open parking lot.
exactly. You said something about the granddad. I need to throw this out here right now since, this is my opening for that. Please, can we get the granddad another shirt?
Why? You don't like it? I think it's cool.
No, it is cool. It is. He's worn the same shirt though for several days in a row.
Yeah, I mean I may not. How much money do you make owning a pawn shop out on a reservation?
He made $100 off biscuit.
Yeah, but that's just like circulating money at this point. That's like me going to my wife, like, "Hey, can I have a 20?" And then
still, he can go buy a pack of white t-shirts. Come on,
pack of Hanes.
Yes. I like the t-shirt. It's cool, but I mean, man, he did all his scenes in one day and was like, "All right, I'm gone.
Yeah,
I'm going
honestly,
back home."
Yeah, that probably is what happened.
Also, in that kind of same frame, I'm getting tired of the grandma.
Oh yeah,
she better have something like to reconcile this whole thing. But I'm about done with her.
Yeah.
Or Chula.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
My note is I really don't like Chula. She an old biddy that needs to just move on. It's been 20 years, and Chula could have at least picked up the damn phone and she was a child, for Christ's sake. She could have reached out to Maya.
Absolutely.
And she's still hung up about her fucking son-in-law, who's dead now, by the way. And like, anyway, I also like how Scully kind of, the granddad, tells her off in that scene.
That's kind of my beef with Chula, is that she should have reached out when Maya's dad died.
Mm-hmm.
At least, if nothing else, like, you don't want to talk with the dad, whatever, because of stuff. But at least when the dad died, she should have reached out then, along with Bonnie. Like Bonnie at least reached out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say as well. Is like Bonnie at least has an excuse to be mad at Maya, because she's like, "What about all the texts and emails that I sent you?" She's like, "When your dad died, I would have been there for you, but you never responded."
Yeah,
and I guess maybe that's why the granddad says like they're the same.
Oh yeah, Maya and Chula are the same. Yeah,
and I hate that the grandparents split.
Yeah.
Like, I hate seeing that, honestly, in any kind of thing. I know it happens, and I know like they try to make things realistic, but like I genuinely just hate seeing that, especially when it's like grandparents splitting up, But I do like that, the granddad still has a swagger and tries to put it on.
Yeah.
You like it when I talk to you.
Yeah, that was really funny. And she said something about like an old res dog humping my leg or something like that. That shit was funny to me.
Oh, my next note was Vicky's gone pretty MA to me. A lot of people were saying, how does this get its mature audience or whatever? I think this alone right here, the way he goes out, shot in the back, there's lots of blood coughing up on his face, upside down. Like, this was a pretty violent end for the old Vicky there.
Yeah.
So I think it earned its MA on that one.
Right before that scene, I love you talk about Maya's humor. I fucking love that text message she sends them of the overweight girl tied up, and it just says, hugs and kisses, Maya.
I love when this is later on, we're talking about the granddad stuff again.
Right.
Yeah.
But when she gets the leg and they're talking about it and how he's like, "Oh, if you don't like it, I can paint it matte black." And she's like, "No, I'll just put the pants leg over it." My notes were like, I love seeing her smile because we never get that like throughout the whole thing. And it was really just nice to see her smile. And just like I said, her sarcasm and humor is just fantastic. I love the way it's wrote. I love it.
Yeah. I have to agree. Like, that was one of the things that caught me too. I was like, oh, hey, she actually, she smiled, and she actually, like, she looks so cute smiling. And
right. Happy. Yeah. I've already talked about this, but I love when the lights get cut and it's red lights and Dracula kicks on, and that just kind of starts things off. And I'm just like, yes, I'm so here for this.
I wrote a note down. I was like, is she doing like, how like in Daredevil, especially the Netflix one, he'll cut the lights so everyone's kind of like on a level playing field with him. Like they're blind, they can't see. When she cuts the lights and then cranks the music up, so like it's deafening. I'm like, is she doing like a Daredevil thing right now? Where she's like leveling the playing field?
Yeah.
I would think so, yeah. How does she know what to play?
I just think she hit play. I don't think, or maybe
Jeremy.
he almost did a spit take there.
Yeah.
I
Glad
honestly
I was
think,
muted on that.
yeah, I think that was just a literal, like she just hit it and it just played, but who knows? Maybe it's, I think we're thinking like it's still like a CD player. Maybe it's like an MP3 and she just sees it on the screen and.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we know she can feel the vibrations, and so she might just enjoy the beat to that.
Yeah, that's true.
So here we go. Comic pasta. Fun fact here: the children at my house, when they would get fussy in the car, that's the song that would calm them down. Dragula by Rob Zombie.
That is so strange.
That's what we would turn on. We did it for my youngest and my son, and both of them. Like if they were fussy in the car, we'd turn on Dragula, and as soon as like the don't, they would stop.
Really?
And they were fine.
Even more comic-y pasta. Do you know how they talk about like babies can hear like heartbeats and stuff in the womb? Maybe it's something to do with that. Maybe that bass or something like lulls them back.
Yeah, we figured it had to do something because it's a constant in that song of don't. Like, so we figured it had to be something with that it was just like, but yeah, I could turn it on anytime they ever got fussing. I could turn it on both of them and they would instantly stop.
Does it work on your oldest anymore?
I haven't been in a car with her in God knows how long. I think the last time me and her were in a car was we drove to go see Shiny Boy play Batman. Pattinson. Yeah.
Bat and Bat.
Yeah. That was the last time. So no, it doesn't work on her anymore. I need to try it though, just to make sure. He gets talking about some stuff I don't want to hear. Just like, don't.
She just passes out.
That's great.
Speaking of Batman, when it's revealed that Maya has a blade in her shoe, I was like, what are you, the Joker? Like,
yeah, that caught me by surprise. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I was just, okay. Wasn't expecting that at all. Anyways. We've already talked about this once, but the fight scene I just thought was the thing that took it away in this. I love it. I love the choreography. I love the music that's going along. I love the camera, the way that they do the camera angles and stuff. Everything was everything that I wanted it to be, and super satisfied with it.
Yeah, I love the whole like Indiana Jones like whip cracking with the guns.
Man,
the arcade guns.
Cool.
Yeah.
I wish that would like stay. I wish that would be like her weapon throughout. That would be like her weapon of choice, which just some kind of whip or something like that.
No. Make it the light guns with the cable attached. Yeah. That's her fucking weapon. Yeah, no, I specifically made a note there. It was like, damn. Also, when she suplexes the guy into the pinball machine, right? I was like, damn.
Cool. Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed that fight scene. That was great.
The one thing that really bugged me, though, is she is kicking ass, like kicking everybody's ass in that scene. And then this is like a trope at this point. And then all of a sudden it's revealed the like top henchman has a loved one hostage. But the problem is I believe his name's Zane. Yeah. He didn't even have the gun on her. He just had his arm around her neck with the gun like pointed down. And she had a skee ball still in her hand. And I'm like, we've seen you throw those things with dead accuracy. Like, just fucking nail him in the fucking face.
Right.
Which I know the reason why that happens is so that they can get caught, than to think that they're about to get executed, only for them to get a phone call from a certain somebody. And anyway, I was just like, it really annoyed me because I'm like, what are you doing? Throw the skee ball. What are you doing? Don't drop it.
Because, I mean, I honestly, like, Gambit's out of a job.
What? No.
Could you imagine an exploding skee ball? That's almost like a fucking pipe bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine an exploding Euro?
Yeah, that's the kind of shit that happens in my toilet.
Oh, God.
So after all the fight scene, and we, of course, we get the call off the execution and whatnot. Man, Henry has got a fucking mess to clean up, by the way, in that.
Yeah.
Like, in that skate rink. That poor skate rink is going to be shut down. He ain't going to make no money for a bit, at least not on that.
Yeah.
Not be able
Yeah.
to launder any money for sure. So, Bonnie and Maya are outside of the truck. And Maya makes the comment to Bonnie. She's trying to get her to leave. She says, well, she signs, I won't let anyone hurt you. I promise. And my sarcasm was, past experience to prove otherwise.
Yeah, exactly.
Just saying, like, you just walked out of there and it wasn't because of you that you're still alive.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's not a good track record there, Maya.
So, yeah, I think Bonnie is definitely right for being concerned there.
Apparently only Maya can hurt her because Maya landed a pretty good punch on Bonnie.
Right? Like, she couldn't have just, like, kicked her, like, shoved her. She had to, like, straight up, like, punch her. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I got it when, Pattinson did it to, what's his name? That played Commissioner Gordon. Yeah, I got it there. Like, that, it made complete sense to me then. But this one, I'm like, you could have just said, hey,
She had to make it look
I'm
real.
going to shove you. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
I was fine with that scene, but yeah, she had to make it look real.
Last note I have is, like I said, I feel bad for Henry because, damn, that's a mess.
He said he's going to help her, so I don't think he fucking cares about the skating rink at this point. He's like, nope, we're going to war with Kingpin.
Yeah.
Which we see him at the end of the episode with. I don't like the suit.
Oh, you don't?
I'm very critical of the suit.
Why is that?
I just
Because
don't-
it's not white.
Well, it's just not a. I don't know. He kind of looks like Carl from
Grumpy?
Family Matters or something. I don't know. Like,
I got to be honest with you. I had the exact opposite reaction because I was like, I don't know what they did. I don't know if I need to look up how tall Vincent D'Onofrio is. I don't know if they were doing some kind of camera trickery like they did like with Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits, but he looks fucking huge. Like his head is taller than the like whatever the overhang for like the porch of that house. Like when he's standing there, he makes that area look tiny, which he should. But I'm just saying, I was like, damn, he looks big.
I know he's a big dude in general, but yeah, they probably did stuff to make him look big. It did look like he was on somewhat of an incline.
Yeah.
It looked like Maya had to step up to get to the same plateau that he was on. So I don't know if that helped with the angle. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But I don't think that guy, I don't think Vincent D'Onofrio is a small guy, though, either.
6'4".
Okay, so he is tall.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
He's a big dude. A lot bigger than me. That's not saying much. So, yeah. What do y'all think? What do y'all think is going to happen next week?
Well, he better like it seems like the way that ended, he was gonna like run at her and be like and like try to like attack her. So it better be that. It probably won't. It'll probably be him talking about like, this is my city and all sorts of stuff. Yeah.
Any thoughts, Jeremy?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm about the same way. Like, I mean, it's going to be. I'm definitely anticipating it. That was a good cliffhanger to leave it on there for the next episode. But yeah, I feel like he's going to just take her back to New York and like, I don't know,
put a whooping on her.
Yeah, or something. Yeah, like
you kind of scared me with where you stopped. I was like, oh, this is going to go bad. Like
this is not some sort of fan fiction. This is not.
no.
This is going to get real MA here soon. Like some beats.
No. Like he's good. Yeah, just I don't know. I feel like it seems like in the trailer that she was back in New York for some of it. So I feel like that's about he's about to try and take her back and try and show her really who's boss or something like that, or put her in timeout or something. I don't know.
Oh, again, this is
that one sounded very dirty. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I know.
What? So, have either one of y'all watched ahead at all?
No. I keep telling you. No.
Okay. Well, I know you. I know y'all weren't the past, and y'all. I assume we're going to try to do it that way throughout the rest.
No,
so I was just wanting to make sure.
I don't want it to affect my whelming for this one in solitary episode because I feel like it would, and especially because like if I know more of what's happening, then it may affect it. But anyway.
No, I got you. I understand. So I'm trying to keep my mouth shut because I've watched all of it now.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
Right?
Well, I have a couple of things. One, I love that Kingpin's ringtone is New York Minute by Don Henley. I thought that was really funny. I noticed this time around, so I think I know what's happening. You know, we talked about her power set. Maybe you know more since you've seen the entire series. It seems like they are doing the mimic stuff, but it's not. She can mimic like whatever. She sees Spider-Man fighting, and she can mimic Spider-Man. It seems like she's mimicking her ancestors from previous lives, or not previous lives, from previous years. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. Because like
generations.
Yeah, thank you. Because she used her ancestors like sharpshooting ability and her like throwing that weird like stick. I don't know what it's called, but and to like hit it for like the skee ball. Like they specifically showed like flashes of that moment from the first part of the episode. It seems like maybe that's what they're doing instead. Again, it's just the Avatar state. Like that's what this is. But yeah, it seems like maybe that's what her power set is.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah.
As I say, I don't want to elaborate too much.
Okay. The last couple of things was I have to mention this. The bike that she drives, I just think is cool as fuck. Does anyone notice it? It's matte black. It's got like copper like accents on it. I just think it looks rad as hell.
Sounds good too.
Yes, it does.
It just seems like a normal bike to me. I'm sorry.
But I do have to say, like, the other thing too was like, I mean, I don't know, but driving at night with a tinted visor, I was like, no, that doesn't seem very safe.
It blocks the glare from the headlights.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I'm bullshitting right now. I've never been on a fucking bike.
I was about to say, we don't drive with that in a windshield.
Yeah. I was going to say, unless she has like really bad astigmatism, I don't see how that helps.
I have done that at night.
Yeah, I have too.
Like it has helped.
Driving with sunglasses on?
Yes.
I wear my sunglasses. Anyway, that's all I can do.
Not with that song on.
That's what we can do. That's all we can do before they copyright strike us.
I still get off by the intro. Like that's still one of my favorite parts is the song. Like one of the only ones that I watch that I get excited about watching. I'm like, I like the song. I like all the graphics and everything. I don't know. Cool.
Yeah, no, I enjoy it quite as well.
I'm sure you did.
I don't.
You enjoy them all.
Oh, okay. I don't know if I enjoy them all. Like there's certain ones I don't like, but yeah. Anyway,
cool. Y'all got anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
Yeah, that's all I got.
This will be a short one for y'all. I mean, it's a short episode anyways. They start kind of going downhill as far as time-wise. I'm not going to say quality or anything like that. Not yet anyways. So,
spoiler.
No, it's they don't go downhill quality, but they do start getting like shorter and shorter episodes. So,
yeah.
Here we go. We're going to match them. Anyways, Jeremy.
Oh.
Where can they find you at?
They can find me on Twitch under the handle Night Fury GTO. It's Night with a K. And yes, I did play, but not anything worthwhile. So it's like 10 minutes.
I'm going to give you one shame. Shame.
You can't win for losing on this. Jeez,
yeah, I know.
It's
I'm
taking
gonna
you like you still haven't even played Guardians. Both of you fucks.
That is true. That is true.
Like, we just got a notification that the fucking PlayStation 5's in its like late stage life cycle. So like we're about to get a PS6 in a couple of years, and you fucks haven't even played one game.
I might actually get a PS5
then. Once it finally goes down in price.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to get back to Guardians. Richard, where can they find you
If you want to contact me directly, I have an X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, and Instagram and the threads. My handle is Night Curry, night like day night, and Curry with a K. If you want to contact us directly, we have a Gmail. Our Gmail is comicallycomicspodcast@gmail.com. And if you want to check us out on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics Podcast. And if you want to check us out on X, the platform formerly known as Twitter, you can check us out under the name Comically Comics with an X.
We talked about the trailer off podcast, so
They're like, why? Why?
maybe next week. I don't know. We'll see.
It's a cool
You
trailer.
can find me on Instagram, eBay, and Shortbox at 22_comics. You can also find me on YouTube at 22 comics. Thank y'all so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed as much as we did making it. With all that being said, say goodbye, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy.
Bye, Jeremy. Bye.
So, Gambit, you throw stuff,
Yeah, I tap into the energy of an object and I turn it into kinetic energy.
and then you throw it.
Yeah, I throw it really hard.
Are you hearing, as we're speaking, how incredibly lame you are? So, you're fired.
No.
Yes, I am firing you, because without stuff, you are worthless.
Okay. I'm gonna go.
You know, it's not goodbye, Gambies. If we're ever attacked while we're all playing inside of a ball pit, I will call you.
Really? You will?
No. Now, would you throw yourself out?